Hey guys, so my name is Aleesha, and this past semester I took a class with an incredibly knowledgeable prof. His name is Alex. It was an educational computers course that I took with him, which looked at innovative as well as integrative teaching methods, specifically looking at technology within the classroom. Um, we looked at different resources that technology offers for teachers. Some I knew about, some I had no idea were out there, some I knew about but didn't realize that they could be used for teaching, and others I had only heard of but I didn't know what they were, much less that they could be used for teaching. Um, so let's look at some of them, shall we? Alright, so this is my blog page that I started based on Alex's advice that we do so. I didn't really see the point of it or why it would be important, but when Alex's brother George came in and he talked to us about what he looks for in a teacher when he's hiring, it really inspired me to get on this and take this seriously, which is sad that I needed that extra push, but it happened. So this is my blog. This is just the About Me page. Basically, what I'm interested, what I want to do, what I'm into, just very basic stuff. But what I have on this page, I think, is actually going to help me in the future because when George came in, he said that future principals will be looking at us online. That it's not just what we put in the portfolio that we give to principals, but it's what we have as a digital identity that's going to affect us as teachers and is going to affect us getting jobs. And I want to be taken seriously as a professional, so I thought I would get my name out there on the internet as opposed to just on Facebook and Pinterest or whatever. So I started this page. A lot of us in ECOMP, we started our own ECOMP 355 tab, so I have a lot of the projects that I did for ECOMP on that page. But then I also decided to add passions because there's other things in my life that affect my teaching, and I wanted to include those on my blog because those are important to me and will affect my teaching, and I want principals to know what kind of person I am and where I'm coming from, what kind of person will be teaching their students. So I think that's important. Other than that, I have my educational philosophy, which I have yet to edit, but I have completed my educational philosophy. Again, super important for everyone to know where I'm coming from as a teacher, so that needs to be up there. And then lastly, I just have my community-based volunteering experiences. I'll show you that one for a second. So right now I'm in ECS 200. I just completed it, and I was with Go Girls. So I just talked about my experiences and why I chose to do what I did and how it's been going for me so far. And again, I have a little bit more updating to do, and I have a lot of photos and videos now that I can put on there, and I'm going to. But I just think it's really important that principals recognize this, and I didn't know that this would be so important to my career until this class, and so I really wanted to make sure that I integrated my blog into this screencast just because it's definitely been something brand new to me. I mean, I heard about blogging in grade 9, grade 10. I thought it was not necessary by any means, so I have never gotten into it, but this year I'm very happy and have been very inspired by other blogs that I've read from other teachers. So, number one, blogging. Alright, so other than blogging, there was also Twitter that we talked extensively about in eComp. I had no idea that it would be so essential to me as a teacher to be on Twitter. I had heard of the fad, years ago, but I thought whatever, I have Facebook, I can make my statuses there. People who need to know will read it there, and Twitter isn't necessary by any means. But after coming into eComp, I was absolutely mind blown that there's so many people on Twitter. There's so many educators on Twitter, and there's so many people that are just wanting to help you grow as a teacher, and they want to give you resources, and they want to be a resource themselves for you. And I was very, very astonished. I know there's also, you got your celebrities and stuff that you can be following, but I started following a lot of educators. Don't judge me for the celebrities that I am following, though. Um, anyway, so I'm following a few people from my ECOMP class, as they've been going through the same things as me. But then I've also been um, following other educators like David Weiss. He makes really good tweets. And Dean Shersky, he posts so many times a day, and and what 98% of it is all education based. 82,000 tweets, and it's incredible. And just kind of the inspiration and the laughs and the knowledge that I get just from reading a couple tweets of his a day. It's awesome. Other than Dean Shersky, I've also got, I have a lot of news just to stay current. But then I've also got TED Talks, some English um, uh, pages that I'm following, old educators that I had. Um, yeah, just things that are really going to help me grow as an educator. That's who I want to follow, and those are, I would say, also 90% of my tweets. I have been still getting into it. It's not first reaction. If I think of something, I don't want to tweet about it right away per se, but I'm trying. So every time I start a cool or finish a cool project, I want to put it out on Twitter just to get other people checking it out. And with the current passing of Nelson Mandela, I wanted to honor him with one of my favorite quotes by him about education. Bro Tips put it up there, so I just retweet that. Other than that, just a lot of good stuff that you can get out of Twitter. And I really, again, I would not have known that this is such an amazing tool for educators if it weren't for ECOMP. So there's that one as well. Alright, so in addition to blogging and Twitter, we also did a lot of work on Google, which I really appreciated. We all know Google's the search engine. It just has all the answers. It has everything you need. Um, but I didn't understand that it would have everything that I need, even as a teacher. So, I had a Google account, but I used it just for YouTube and stuff like that. But now, even for eComp, we had a community where we were all collaborating, we were sharing, we were commenting, a whole bunch of stuff, which was cool. So this was our community, and I love this. You know what? I would totally, in a heartbeat, incorporate this into my classroom as well, just to have all the kids literally on one page, on the same page. And so that way they can share their ideas, they can ask questions, and they're not all emailing me the exact same question, but I can answer it once. I love it. And it's very basic. It's not hard to follow. It's not hard to understand at all, especially for these innovative minds that we're teaching. They are growing up with this, right? So this is nothing out of the ordinary for them to see everything that they need on one page. It's awesome. I've loved this. But in addition to the communities that I've learned about, they also have stuff like Google Drive, which we've used here. I love Google Drive because of the sharing ability. Again, that's all that Google is about, and I love it. You can create anything you need, be it a document, a presentation, an Excel spreadsheet, anything. And you can share it with your teacher, you can share it with your students, you can share it with your friends, family, anybody that you want where you just need feedback. You can give that to them if they have a Google account. But it's nothing, again, it's super user-friendly, easy to use, even among grade 5 students, which is awesome. So I would use that as well. I mean, I have been using that. Other than that, I mean, there's also, oh gosh, there's Google Plus, but that's what we're using. Google Drive. But then there's also, Google Connected Classrooms, and this is something I had never even heard of before. I believe it actually just came out as we were in the class. I love this. This takes field trips to an all-new level. Kids are not stuck to the four walls of their classroom or to their community or within their small city or town. I grew up in Regina here, so I was actually lucky and I had quite a few places to go on field trips, but for people out in rural Saskatchewan where all that they have is fields and farmhouses, this is perfect. I mean, right here we can see that there are a few field trips coming up. This one looks super interesting, this one on flying reindeer, but with Christmas coming up. And I just think it's a fantastic way to get the kids out of the classroom, right? And I don't mean literally, I mean get their heads out of the four walls of their classroom, and it expands their knowledge beyond their teacher's brain, right? Because all of us are limited in our knowledge, and we don't all know everything. And I love this because then the children are not limited to knowing just what the teacher knows or just what the book tells them, but they get to know every other people's knowledge. Sorry, just to explain a bit further, field trips, you just go into one. Oh, I guess this isn't running right now, but basically somebody just presents all this information to you, and the kids can ask questions, and they can comment, and it's interactive. It's so incredibly educational. It's fantastic. So, we'll go back to the community here. Actually, you know what? That's about it I wanted to show you for Econ 355. It's been an absolute blast. It's been incredibly educational for me, and it's something I'm never going to regret doing. So just to wrap up here, I just wanted to basically sum up what I all learned at ECMP, and I guess that's the power technology has to connect everybody, including teachers and students, and the power technology gives us to collaborate with each other, and the power that has, right? The more we collaborate, the more we share knowledge, the more we grow as individuals, and we grow in our understanding of each other, and that just, you don't fear what you understand, right? So it just takes some edge out of the world for us when we know what's going on, and I love that, and I'm really happy that I took this class and that it taught me a little something about the world that I'm living in right now. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.